fellow American. This country is very great and very wealthy, rich, if they use their treasure and resources very well without corruption of the US government and president who is ex-convict. You see, it's easy. We just need normal, ethical people to lead the nation for better lives for everybody. I have a humble plan. Make everybody better off. You see, American defense budget, Pentagon, is over $800 billion every year. $800 billion from taxpayer. Why? Why we consume $850 billion every year? For what? Believe me, if you build, like you make tons of tanks, missiles, okay, aircraft, you never use all this money every year? Come on. This is totally corruption. Okay? And if this sucks, or this pig who got convicted in 20 or 38 counts or charges, cut just 10 or $100 billion, $100 billion out of 850 from Pentagon, will solve all the problem instead of targeting middle class people in poverty or people in our middle class. No, easy. You don't have to cut all this government job. Just reduce the Pentagon or defense budget like 10% or 5%. Just or $100 billion or $50 billion doesn't make any big difference. But the generals and all this kind of like agencies, they are benefiting from this, and I doubt this sucks. He make money out of this budget. He and his filthy and corrupt family. Okay, because easy. If you have tons of food and I get only one dish, you don't feel it and you don't even consider it like kind of like, okay, you just get one dish out of, I got tons of food in the storage. So if somebody take one dish or a few spoons, doesn't break me, right? So like just $100 billion reduction from defense budget. But you get influence, you get power. That's why this country is not, it's all about democracy, no. It's about influence and power. The Pentagon, all these generals, most of them are corrupt, crooks. That's why we have civilians dummy in the White House. But who is behind the scene? All these agencies, you know, you name it. Make aircraft, make airplane, make all these jets and all these missiles and tanks, you know. So as a result, they pay all this administration, everybody. That's why they never reduce a penny out of their pocket. They just come look for the poor people and middle class. Hey, we're gonna cut the medical benefit, the Medicare from poor people. Why? Yeah, you have to prove you work 80 hours a month in order to keep this, and sometimes they don't cover all this. All this bill. Sometimes I want to go to see the doctor, eye doctor. No, we can't. We don't have this in your coverage. Even though I work more than 80 hours a month. Because of bias. I'm not rich, that's why. You see.